This one is going to be the New York Buffalo Bills versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Another smash mouth in your face football game for Sunday. This one right here is also going to be very, very competitive. To me, these are by far the best matchups on the card. These two teams have played each other before in the season. The first time, the Buffalo Bills kind of blew out the Kansas City Chiefs, and people were shocked that team lost. And then when Kansas City Chiefs had a rematch, they got the Bills back. So they played each other and got one game apiece, which makes this quite interesting. Now that both teams have got victories on each other during the season, it is the playoffs, and the winner will go to the Super Bowl and face the winners out of Tampa Bay or Green Bay. You got a quarterback and New York Buffalo Bills. You know, nobody thought this team was for real. They beat the Rams. They beat Kansas City Chiefs. You know, they beat all the teams that you didn't think they could beat. They beat those teams. People were shocked when those teams got whooped. And now they're in the playoffs. They won 2 games in a row, and people are shocked. You know, the first person that they beat, I had a feeling that it was going to be Baltimore, and they did. And then they turn around and beat another opponent that was the Rams. So they beat both these teams, and people were like actually not the Rams, but they beat Baltimore, but they had beat someone else before Baltimore, but they won their games, and now they have a chance to go to the Super Bowl, something that the New York Buffalo Bills have not done in almost 16, 17 years, has gone back to a Super Bowl. And the New York Buffalo Bills could potentially upset the defending Super Bowl champions 37-35. They've got firepower. New York Buffalo Bills can play strong defense. They're a defensive football team. They can play defense. They can play offense. They're bigger. They're stronger. They're faster. They can play 4 quarters. They have options. They can call timeout. They can run the clock up. The quarterback doesn't just have to throw the ball. He has options. And he can match a lot of the stuff that the quarterback on Kansas City Chief did. And they're going to watch film, and they're going to watch both those games in the season, and they're going to make sure that Kansas don't do what they did in both those football games. And this is the only team that can stop Kansas City Chiefs from becoming back-to-back defending Super Bowl champions. This team right here might be Kansas City Chiefs' kryptonite. Normally, I would just say Kansas City Chiefs right off the bat, but they have a team that is able to play offense, play defense, able to do what Kansas City Chiefs. It's like looking into a mirror and your own reflection playing just as good as you. On the other hand, you got Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs could win 36-34. I do believe Kansas will win the football game. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a walk in the park. It's not going to be a blowout. They're going to have to play 4 quarters. They might have to win by a field goal or a 2-point conversion. The one thing that the quarterback on Kansas City Chiefs have to be careful of is not turning the football over and not committing an interception, fumbling the football. Because he did that in 2 or 3 games. He did that in 2 games that they lost. And anytime he turns the football over, their offense collapsed, their defense gets exposed, and then the other teams beat them down, and then it takes them the whole game to get back into it and win it. So here, I don't think you want to be down 10, 15, or 20 points and then rally a comeback late in the 3rd or 4th quarter or even in overtime just to win, because I think that's what New York's looking for. They're looking for to get ahead 15, 20 points and try to put them down a bit. So you could see what will happen if this team's not focused. So I think Patrick Mahomes will win for Kansas City Chiefs. They will advance to their 2nd Super Bowl. But the one team that can stop that is New York Buffalo Bills. They're going to have to find an answer for New York's defense as well as the offense. Yeah, they can match the offense, but they're going to have to have an answer for the defense. In other words, you improve the second time you face them, but you're going to have to find other ways like to trap them. Like if you can make New York misfire, then Kansas got a shot at winning. So it's going to come down to the wire. You know, don't be surprised if this go into overtime. I'm not saying it is, and it's not a guarantee.